What's going on, guys? So today's quick live, just to dick around live. I have not ordered more salt water, not yet. I really should. Honestly, I think it'd be funny to order more and see if it's the same dude that delivers that destroyed my last package, and confront him completely. Because my destroyed package is still sitting outside. I haven't brought it inside. I haven't thrown it away. The destroyed box full of salt water is still sitting on my porch, and the bucket is sitting in a garbage bag, and that's my dog going outside, his 250-pound ass. What's up? How are you? So I think that'd be kind of funny to confront his ass, see if he'd break another one, so I could, take matters in my own hands. But I'm not going to, because you don't do that. You don't take matters into your own hands unless you absolutely have to. So my poor 10-gallon saltwater tank is still half full. I like to think of it as half empty, but it's really half full. I'm going to go positive on here, and I got to grab my water lilies, which are growing. Holy shit. Come here, bitch. Look at that. My water lily seeds are sprouting. That is the bomb right there. Well, they are really growing now that I took them out of the catfish tank and I put them in their own little container to, soak. But as you can see, the fish behind me are going absolutely nutty. I love it, but I just want to do a quick live. I haven't done one today, and I don't know, I'm bored. I'm down here looking at the fish, having a blast. Got to think about the FedEx guy. Going to make a video about his ass, trying to get the video to go viral, hopefully, so I can put his ass on blast, and hopefully he loses his job. That's what I'm gaining for, is he loses his job, or I get one hell of an apology. Yeah, I am that petty. He destroyed it on purpose. He knew he fucked up. He knew what he did. So I don't feel bad for the way I feel. And I think I'm actually going to assist my water lilies. And that's another reason why I have this little knife here. It's like a little keychain knife I ordered off Wish. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking thing. Twist out, got a window breaker on the end. Turns into a tiny blade. Now it's a storage compartment on top of that. I mean, it works. So I think what I'm going to do with the water lilies is, since they have to get a crack in them to sprout, I'm going to turn them to where I know that the seam is, and I'm going to crack the seam, let water get inside, let the growth process begin, so it makes it easier on them, because these things weren't cheap. It was like $5 for 10 of these damn things, and that's not including like the $3 shipping. So $8 for them. And you can see the clown knife back here. He's back here interacting with the koi. God, that silver koi is getting huge. He's like 4.5 inches long now. He was as big as the other one. Which you can see everybody's hiding behind me in the plants. And, yeah, pretty funny. But I had to take Nemo, which is the Super Dwarf Dumbo, and I had to put him in this for now. Until I set up one of those tanks here. Okay, I thought the water smelled funny. It didn't. And why'd I take him out? Because he started eating babies. So I took him out. Babies are all doing fine, knock on wood. Knock on wood, they're going to survive. I've been feeding them infusia or infusoria, and I've been feeding them seed shrimp, and along with these weird little cyclops crustacean things that I have, that I'm successfully breeding all of these things with for now until the colony collapse. I have microworms, but the colony is not doing very well, and I'm going to change up to probably instant mashed potatoes. Everybody says try those, so I'm going to try those instead of bread. Bread apparently rots too quickly. Instant mashed potatoes doesn't. It doesn't rot as quickly, and it doesn't smell nearly as bad. In fact, some people have their cultures go for months before they clean them, and even then the smell is like hardly anything. They're not real potatoes. They're instant. They're fake. I mean, they're dehydrated, but there's other additives that keep them dried and make them flaky like that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, yeah, the clown knife is extremely active, so I have to get some feeder guppies. I'm out of guppies. I have a couple guppies in the feeder tank, but I can't. I'm not chasing them around. And I'm not feeding off shrimp. And the crawdad was out, but he's back in his little cave burrow here. So I got this teeny little tiny guy for free from Uncle Bill's just because my big one died. And I even showed the dude, him dead. I mean, I got him up here as a dry specimen now. It doesn't take long. Just when they die, take them out and just set them on like a concrete floor or something, or put them on a don't put them on a warm surface or under a heat lamp, because you'll just cook them and you'll turn them red. Just leave them on the ground. They'll dry out naturally. It took about 2.5, 3 days for them to dry out. And I showed my buddy the picture, and he's like, all right, man, I'll give you a free one. I'm like, sweet, thank you. I wasn't looking for a new one, but he makes a great addition. So he helps keep the bottom clean along with the carp and koi, the goldfish and the koi. I keep saying carp, goldfish and koi. Um, so that's pretty cool. But side note, I have apple snails that are breeding. I have a tadpole that is growing its back legs finally, and yeah, I'm becoming a botanist. I have trees now. I have little pine trees I'm growing. I think it'd be cool. I might take one of them and see if I can't grow it underwater. Because I've seen pine trees growing in the middle of ponds before. And it's like, I know that tree, you know, it's submerged 24/7. So I've actually seen pine trees growing underwater. Like when I used to swim in the local creeks and stuff, it wasn't uncommon to see actual little baby pine trees growing underwater. They become aquatic. It's weird to say, but I've seen it. I don't know how they breathe, but I mean, I guess they just absorb the oxygen from the water and they produce the carbon dioxide and it just mixes with the water and whoop. Clownfish turned on something. What are you turning on? I got a couple feeder guppies running through there. The Oscar keeps eating everything now. That clown knife is so cool, guys. So, what are you guys up to? Since there's a bunch of you here, I got snake videos. Snake feeding. I gotta feed some snakes tonight. It's gonna be fun, actually. And tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I don't get to go back to work till the 26th because of my eye infection, which is clearing up finally, thankfully. It's been another day now, and my eyes are starting to feel much better. They still hurt, and I still have some discharge, but nothing too crazy. I still don't think I need to be driving a MoveX or any heavy machinery or being around machinery because I still have vision problems, even with glasses on, so we'll see what happens. But I know when I know 26, which is Wednesday, I will be going back to work because I can't afford not to work. I can't. Oh, Dad, you did. You put a burr on my knife. You little bat. Now, this knife, it's actually kind of cool for a little dollar thing like this. I mean, you get your money, honestly, and the sides are not hardly sharp at all. Like, I can do this and not cut myself at all. But the tip is just ridiculously sharp. Like, I stabbed myself earlier, and I didn't even realize I'd done it, so I saw the blood, and I was like, when the hell did that happen? And I just barely nicked myself, but it's so cool to see these guys are growing. Just give it a quick little stir here. See if there's any more green pods floating. Nope. A lot of gunk, though. So what lilies have to do is, when they're taken out of the water, they dry. Of course, they'll dry out. And what happens is they have to rehydrate. So it's been like 10 days, 10, 11 days now that I've had them, and I'm just now seeing results. So that's pretty cool. So it's taking about 10 to 11 days and about 75, 80 degree water upstairs in my catfish tank. We have a heater up there. So it's probably staying around 75 to 80 degrees roughly. So pretty much summer temperatures in shallow water for them, because that's where the bullheads tend to be in the summertime here. And, you know, they weren't growing. And now the one up there that I had left in the water is growing. And this one is now growing down here in cooler temperatures away from the light and everything else. So I'm not sure. Kind of like a weird test here, but what's up, Mags? But the beta tank is starting to look like a damn pond, which means which is a good sign, because now that I put the infusoria in there, they're bacteria that eat on rotting plant debris. So anything plant-wise that's starting to break down, they're going to feed off it. They're going to procreate. They're going to breed along with the seed shrimp and the cyclops shrimp. I guess that's what they're called. They're weird. I can't describe what they are. They're just weird. But I cultured these guys by accident. I cultured the infusoria by leaving moss in the water for weeks, trying to culture it, and it didn't work. It just started dying and breaking down because I didn't have the right temperature, the right lighting. I moved it out of the way and forgot about it, I'm not gonna lie. And so it died. And so the infusoria took over. Now, if you look at the pond that I have up here on the desk, a little mini pond with the little guppies inside of it and things like that, you'll see that there's nothing living in it anymore. And that's because the baby guppies ate everything. What's 35? Not a lot, 35. I'm confused. But there goes the clown knife taking off. But yeah, I think it's funny because the betas are growing. They're getting bigger. They're not growing too quickly, which I need to get another micro worm kit. I need to order it offline. I could probably still take it outside and bury it about 2.5 feet down, but I just don't feel like doing that shit again. It's been raining nonstop. It's stupid muddy. Well, that was random, but hell yeah, dude. I've only got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe. Hey, Jess. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 tarantulas. That's it now. I've got 3 green bottle blues, 3 green bottle blues, 100 in curly hair, 300 in curly hairs actually. The 2 slings and this juvenile one that I got. I've got the cobalt blue. A lot better actually. Hang on a second. 3 green bottle blues. 300. That's 6. The 100 in curly hairs makes 6. The cobalt blue is 7. Pink toe 8. Alpha Lapelma Samani. It makes 9. And then the Alpha Lapelma Chacotes. Desert Blonde. It makes 10. I got like 10 or I got like 9 or 10. I can't remember. But one of my green bottle blues is going through a molt, which is pretty cool. My male Chacotes is still looking for a female. Ah, yes, the bloom. I forgot about the bloom. She's right up here on top of the fish tank. So yeah, 10 or 11 at this point. 6. 1. I'm trying to find them in my head right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I have 4. Either purple bloom and the green bottle blues or the Chacotes. Dude, I'm having a blast with TikTok. I am #1 on the charts right now. #1 for one video I did in drag. Yeah, it was funny. It's at 156,000 views. And I'm at 5,600 likes, 600 comments at this point, and I'm #1 for the song, which is funny as hell. It's weird, honestly, it's weird. I was even on the TikTok Rewind. They sent me a whole thing about it, and I'm like, sweet, yeah, use it. And so yeah, I got pictures of my ass on the Rewind. It's funny as hell. I don't know if it's the actual one. I haven't watched the actual one yet, but they told me I was part of the Rewind, so hoping I'm on it. They told me I was. I better be. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I didn't think that video was going to go anywhere, and it just took the fuck off. Like, it just... Like, it just straight went to Neverland. It was funny as hell. It was like the first, I don't know, 35 minutes to an hour that it was up. It was already at like 20,000 views. And it just kept growing and growing. And it was like the first week it was at like 65,000. And it just kept going and going. Here it is like a month later and it's this high and it's #1 on the charts. I surpassed one of the big TikTokers in it already. He did it and he's got like 75,000 fans. I've got 1.3K. And my video whooped his ass. So, I feel good about it because I love the dude's work. He's actually really cool at what he does. So anyway, off that topic, I am supposed to have a female desert blonde mature coming to Uncle Bill's. You have 1 million+ fans? Yeah, in your head, you're like me, dude. Wishful thinking, my man. Wishful thinking. But, yeah, I have a female desert blonde coming. She was supposed to be last week. She didn't show up. They couldn't order her in, but my buddy told me that he was going to try again this week, so hopefully she'll be in, but I have to wait till Thursday to go pick her up, and I'm working Thursday, so it'll probably be Friday that I go pick her up, so at least that rate I'll have 2 paychecks to work with because I haven't bought anything this week at all. I haven't spent any money this week at all. So hopefully I can get her in, hopefully I can breed, because this little dude, I don't know how long his time card is going to be clicked in, and I'm so sick of getting males and never having females. Like, give me the fucking females, you know, they live 10, 20 years, you know. Stop giving me males, you know, that I can't use. You know, I only really want the male tarantulas when I can use them. And the main reason I like that is because I posted on Facebook and I got some heat for it. And I'm still trying to figure out what this dude's problem was. But I posted on there looking for a female desert blonde, you know. I told him why I wanted it. I was going to breed. I was going to attempt a pairing with my male. And I told him that, look, if you don't want to sell it, you know, I'll do 50-50 on a clutch. You know, I'll do the breeding. And when it hatches, you'll get your female back and you'll get 50% of the babies that come out. Your pick. And you know, a lot of people liked it. No one said they had one. One told me to get a hold of mostly reptiles, but all their females that they have are breeder females. They don't get rid of shit. So I'm not even bothering calling them because I called them about the female orange baboon. And no, we have one, but it's our breeder. You can't have it. I'm like, okay, can I give you a male to breeder to then? Shit. They didn't want the male either, so I'm like, well, fuck it, okay. So the dude, he's like, well, why do you want the female so bad? And I'm like, well, males tend not to live very long, and I'd hate for the poor guy to go and not, you know, breed. He's like, well, what's so important about breeding them? He's like, you're just looking for profit at that point, aren't you? And I said, no, I'm looking to pass on his genetics. I mean, it doesn't make sense that an animal can grow its entire life and it has one purpose in this world and it doesn't get to complete it. So, I mean, if your tarantula turns into a male and you don't breed it just because you don't want to, I mean, that's your own personal opinion, but his genetics are done. He's the end of it. Now, he has his siblings, but they're not the same spider. They're different. Somewhat same genetics, but he has his own, you know? It's like me, you know, being, you know, from two people creating one person, you know, you have both their genetics and you have your own genetic makeup. And I explained that to him, and he got all pissed off and mad about how, well, don't you realize that the female can kill the male? And I'm like, yeah, the female can kill the male, but only if you allow her to happen. If you don't watch them while they're breeding, of course she's gonna crunch the male. That's like a 90% guarantee with most spiders. Green bottle blues, that's almost a guaranteed crunch anyway. You know, but I know nothing about desert blondes other than the fact that I know they're very docile spiders. I've already held this male. He's very quick. I don't hold him again, but I've held him. He didn't get a threat. He did kick hairs at me. He's got a bald ass now, which is funny, but he wasn't aggressive. No fangs, no defense, nothing. And the dude's like, you're an idiot. You're just trying to sell for profit so you can sell to the rest of these idiots on here. And a bunch of people got on there, and he's like, they're like, he's not an idiot. He has a point. The spider, as a male, has one purpose in this world, and that is to live and breed. That is it. There's no other purpose for a male tarantula. You need to ship her to me. Or I'll ship you my male, one of the two. If it wasn't so damn cold, I'd probably actually do it, but it's fucking freezing here, dude. It's like 30 degrees outside right now, and we haven't had a warm day in a week. Oh, a couple weeks, actually. But I don't know, I keep dicking around with my buddy, Nick. And I keep telling him I'm going to breed the Tsimane with the Chacotis. And he's like, don't you fucking dare. Don't you crossbreed. And I'm like, why not? It'd be cool looking. Could you imagine female desert blondes with leg stripes? That'd be kind of dope looking. But I'm not a crossbreeder. That is not something that appeals to me. I have been dicking with them, though. I have been kind of keeping their, you know, their energy up by making them move around. And what I've been doing is I've been taking scent webs from the female and putting it in the male's tank. And what that's doing is that's simulating that he's come into a new area and there's a female nearby that's receptive, so he's been drumming and getting her drumming and keeping their both kind of going. Now, I don't think it's stressing him out. He's still eating fine, and I've never really seen males eat, you know, once they mature, and this dude crunches food. So that's a good thing. Wait till she's 1 year till she's mature? I'm kidding, Mags. I didn't do that. I knew we'd get a rise out of you. So you're the only person in this chat that knows what I'm saying and the issues that can fall with it. So I'm not actually doing it. I did it one time to see if the drumming would work. He didn't drum. She drummed, but he didn't drum back. So that was not even an on purpose thing. That was like I had them sitting next to each other and she just drummed. Threw me off. I'm sitting here messing with a fish. I could hear him. What the fuck was that? And I realized that I put her next to him on top of the fish tank. And that was only because I was feeding, and then I was feeding the fish, and then I got working on the tanks, and I got distracted. But no, right now, between them on the rack down here, I've got the Tsimane on the left side, and I've got the Chacotis on the right side, and in the middle of it, I got the green bottle blue. Is it the green bottle blue? Yep, there's my green bottle blue. Made a nice webbing. Look at that, man. I love when they web, dude. These guys didn't eat when I first got them. It kind of bugged me out. What the fuck? There's stuff in this. Oh, God, I got a cord. There we go. You gonna slide that back in now real quick? There we go. Let's move everything around. It's so tight. I gotta get this girl a new setup. This to me is sitting good enough. But she's... Ooh, are you gonna molt? Ooh, you're laying a lot of web. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it very well. That's a lot of web. Damn it. Come here. There we go. But now there's a lot going on. I have very little time. My room's even becoming a mess again because I'm down here long enough to work on a project, and I leave the project, and I got to come back to it. My Honduran curly hair sitting out looking at me. She's hungry. I gotta get them guys water. Dude, I'll tell you right now, these little spiders are savages, dude. Hello? What do you want?
Who's that?
Huh?
Oh, he's not down there.
No, he's not down here.
Oh, Dad was down there.
No. My mom showed my dad was down here. No, that's not down here. That's annoying. He did put a burr in the tip of this, but I've got to figure some stuff out here. Like, the room expansion's good. I've still got to get the turtle. Aw, what? Dude, that fucking sucks. Did you make a video on that? Because I didn't get notified about it. In fact, I haven't been getting notified about a lot of the things on YouTube. I've been subscribed to several channels for a couple years now, and I got back to watching their channels. It popped up in my listing, in my recommendation. I wasn't subscribed to it anymore. And he's like, I just watched these videos last week. Like, the fuck? But I've got to go to the rat rancher. I've got to get some feeders. Because I have feeders in the freezer. Damn. As of the moment, I don't have any rehousings to do for tarantulas. Those baby Hondurans haven't even molted yet. Which is kind of tripping me out a little bit, but... Oh god, the Senegalese tank's down like 4 gallons. Holy shit. I don't really sweat the Senegalese tank too much with the water level, because these guys can survive a lot of water, a lack of water. In fact, they're air-breathing fish. They don't breathe through gills. They breathe air like a snakehead or a bowfin. No videos not do death videos. Okay. I've got to add more water to the beta tank. The beta tank looks like a little pond now. I want you guys to see, there's all kind of algae growth and shit growing inside of it. Look at it. It just looks nasty. There's like this film on top that I gotta clean. I'd add like a little filtration system on here, but it would just suck the babies up and kill them. Yeah. Yeah, I know they take forever to molt. I just figured with the amount that I've been feeding them that they would have molted by now. But, yeah, it takes a lot of time. Let's see if we can't spot a baby. This is not the best condition, by the way. I've actually got to drain the water. I mean, not drain. There was a baby right there. There he is. Right there. Oh, he gone. I think there's a snail in here. Is that a snail? No. This water is so warm, though. But this is like a growing thing under here. Look. When I drag it, it all just comes up in like a glob. Nope, I think I spooked the beta. Yep, there's a... Look at this teeny tiny little guy right here. He's going to get munched up by one of the bigger betas. Where'd he go? Is he still here? Here's one right there. See a little tiny fella right there in the middle by the black spot? But I don't like the water looking like that, so I'm adding more water to it, and I keep adding water to it constantly. The thing is, though, I have to trickle drip it in. And what I mean by that is I have to do it so fucking slowly, because if I put the water in... Someone's watching it live. That's a delay. That's a big delay. What's up? Cholo. Yeah, I was letting him warm up. Okay, that works. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still alive. I got mine. Look at this one. This one's growing nicely in there.
Well, talk to your fans.
Oh, they're good. They ain't going nowhere. Sprout on that one. Pops is right here.
Well, you can't see me.
No, they can't see us.
They can't see me. That's good.
Yeah.
Me personally, I wanted to give a shout out to HLI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted him to hear me. Checking him out too.
Yeah, here's the. What did the damn sea anemone catch? Well, anemone's cost them that's eating it.
That's a plant, ain't it?
What?
Isn't it a I'm gonna hurt myself.
Yeah, it's a plant.
It's a plant.
It's a carnivorous plant. Yeah, I got like 30 of them in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're invasive and they're free at Uncle Bill's because they're taking over the tanks. They get really tall. They're cool looking. These guys are still small, but there's some bristleworms in here.
Yeah.
Some yellow worms I'm not too sure of, and some weird little shrimp things coming around.
All right. Entertain your fans.
I am entertained.
You're doing a lot. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to HLI.
Hope you heard that, Mags. I gotta put. Ow. Tastes like. I feel like I had salt water on my fingers there for a second. It was real dry. I gotta put this back in the tank back here with some cucumbers on it. And I think I'm gonna have to do 2 of these. And the main reason I think I'm gonna have to do 2 of these is because the snails, man, they're freaking savages. So I tried feeding the plecos carrots. They didn't really like them. The snails freaking loved them. I had a carrot on there about that tall and about that big around. It was sitting in the water for about a week. Got kind of mushy, but it was solid still. I put the snails in, woke up the next day, and there were bits and pieces of it laying everywhere. So the apple snails went absolutely nuts for it, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. And we're at 1 viewer now, so I'm not too sure who that is. So, but yeah, I have to, when it comes to putting water in the beta, in the baby beta tank here, in the fry tank, I have to do it ever so slowly, because if I introduce too much water too quickly, it's going to cool the water down. It's going to throw the fish into shock, so I have to acclimate it very slowly. So I've got this freaking like 30-foot oxygen hose that I cut off like 6 feet of and drain. And I actually have air hose tubing. I just can't find it. But God, I feel so tall when I stand up. But yeah, you can get a good look now. Everybody over here in the corner. You can still see that there's bits and pieces of the carrot laying in the bottom that the snails quit eating. But I've got 3 of them in here. One of them is upstairs in my catfish tank. I'm not sure where the third one is. The third one is actually, I only see, oh, there he is. That one I think is dying. He's doing some weird stuff. But yeah, look, there's the crawdad. Look at his little evil eyes looking out. He looks so evil. What's that? His name is Cthulhu. It is official. His name is Cthulhu. Well, her name is going to be Cthulhu. She's got a nice little nest built back here and everything. Get out of the way, goldfish, you little fat ass. That is so creepy. Look at the eyes glowing. It looks pissed off. She's pretty though. Oscar looks gorgeous. Plecos are looking a little weirded in their color. All the goldfish are coming over to the light. Now you have natural goldfish. Oh, was there a mark on his back? Hold up. What was that? Oh, okay. So, not a natural goldfish. That is a natural goldfish. That's what goldfish actually look like right there. And then they're bred to have all these multicolors. I got some of these big old feeder minnows in here. Just because they were huge. I mean, look at the size of these things. They're as long as the goldfish are. I've got purple bloom up here who needs some water. Need a hydrator substrate. Got some more feeder minnows back here. We've got Nemo in here. That is a bunch of dead crickets. I knew I forgot something the other night. Let's see. My little teeny tiny Honduran's out. Well, my mini beast right here. She took off back in the hole. Out of water. Just mean as all hell right there. But I've got to get back into feeding the betas. Not feeding them, I'm feeding them Misi shrimp. They get fed every day. But I have to give them some Misi shrimp, and so my infusoria, whatever you can call it, culture is in here. Now this smells terrible. This is rotten eggs and just stagnant. Ugh. Yeah, it smells like eggs. It just straight smells like rotten, like hard-boiled eggs. So doing a fish check. Delta's fine. Fry is moving. Connie, Delta, and Vanilla. We have not named Vanilla yet. So yeah, I'm a botanist. Look at these little guys. So I posted this online. And I posted this on Facebook. And one of my friends on Facebook. No. These guys died. They're bad. They're dry. They're rotten on the inside. They're bad. They're like crackers now. It's just, ugh. I just forgot to throw them away. I mean, maybe he could. I just personally wouldn't risk it. Bacteria and everything else like that, but... Where the fuck are my garter snakes? Hello? Hello? Who the fuck's the other one at? I got food for you guys. Time for you to eat anyway. I gotta clean you today. Whoa! Shit, fell. Are you dead? No, you're not dead. Okay, cool. You're very aggressive though. So yeah, I gotta get them. I gotta get back into feeding the Misi shrimp. But yeah. But anyway, I posted this. It was on a Facebook group, and I had some people bitching because I took these out of the ground, and the reason I took them out of the ground is due to the simple fact of one of the properties that my grandmother has. I take care of, so I mow the yard every year round. These guys are about 4 years old. No. 2 years old as far as I know. No, I didn't lose another snake. And these guys are pretty much being stuck in the size they are now. They're not able to grow anymore because we have to keep mowing them over. So what I decided to do was I dug them all up a couple weeks ago. I still have a couple in the refrigerator at the rental property. I have to go back and get, so I might walk over tomorrow and pick them up. And I got these guys out of the ground, put them in these planters, and I'm going to, well, pretty much grow them as far as I can, and then I'm going to take them to the local park and plant them in the woods, probably beginning of spring. And that's going to give them the best chance because everything's, breaking down. It's warm weather, a lot of nutrients are being broken down and put in the soil at that point now. So it's going to do them a lot better. And I might keep a couple and just turn them into bonsais. So that's pretty much what they're turning into. A bonsai is literally just a tree that you stump the growth of because of constant messing with it. So yeah, but I got heat for it because I took them out of the ground and I should have done that. And it's like, they keep getting cut down. Like, why the fuck not remove them? And they're green. They're green as hell. They're healthy. And inside here, I have my seed shrimp culture. Get a little movement. Now you kind of see them all swirling around. Yeah, you can't see shit like that. But yeah. So I just want to go live, guys. Sit around, talk, bitch around for you guys for a second. And I'll be starting up a couple more little mini ponds. I'm going to have 2 on each side of this. They're not going to be oxygenated ponds, so I'm probably going to have, they're probably going to be new beta ponds. I'm going to go from there, but yeah, these goldfish and these goldfish minnows have been in here for a week and a half now with no oxygen, no air stones, nothing, no water changes, nothing, and they're doing perfectly fine. No floating, no laziness. They're super active. They're eating. So, I mean, I'm not sweating it too much, but hey, look at that koi. Look at the size of that one now. He's so big, he's twice the size of the other one now. But I didn't plan on this becoming a goldfish tank, but I mean, just the colors of these goldfish, they're gorgeous. And I mean, I know. The Oscar is going to get huge. The clown knife is going to get huge. The koi are going to get huge. The goldfish are going to get huge. Everything in this tank is going to get big. And my future plan for that is, I have room for it. Honestly, I do. I could add another 10, 15 goldfish in here. So we find a lionhead, I'll put it in here if it's a decent size. You don't want anything too big because lionfish are kind of territorial and mean. So I have to get something that's kind of small but decent too. So it's not being punked around by the Oscar, the clownfish. So yeah, we definitely, I've been thinking about it, getting a lion head. Yeah, for now. This is all temporary with these guys in here. I don't know. Do normal goldfish get huge, or is it like a certain genetic branch of them? Like, do they have to be? Oh, my little pond's starting to get a smell in it now. Change that. Where's it? No, not turtle. Look at this. Look at this. Look how crazy that is. That's nothing but snail eggs. Oh, and hatching baby snails. Check that out. Well, those are all gonna hatch soon. There's one actually just, oh, that's a bubble in sand flow right there. Just look at all of them though. There's thousands of them here. I know they're koi. What are koi? Well, I know the goldfish are koi. So I know they can get big. You just never see giant goldfish for sale. Just look at all the eggs though. Those are all ready to hatch. There's already movement on them right there. So yeah, a couple of them have already hatched, and I got this little tiny dude crawling right here. Little halfback shell, I like to call those guys. And there's my poor male guppy. He got beat up by the puffer. I've never seen giant goldfish at the bait shops. We've got snail eggs here and here. We've got snail eggs there and there. Down the wall, we got them there. We got them there. We got them there. You guys can see the guppies are still alive. They keep darting around. We have some new baby ones in here that I didn't know of. They're probably from the first litter. We got a dead guppy right there. That's what that is. It's a decomposed guppy. There you go. You can see one right there. There's still a good 20 of them in here. They just like to hide. They don't like to be out anymore. So these snail ones, these guys have a little door that they lock on themselves. Look at, see that black dot? That's a door. Those are those little cone snails that I picked up for free. Just because they're a nuisance at Uncle Bill's. But, I am going to have to get to Uncle Bill's, soon. I'm out of feeder minnows. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 feeder goldfish still, but once I feed them off to the turtle and the garter snakes, I'm not going to have any more. Which they're not really that big of a necessity to have feeder-wise. It's mainly the Oscar. And there's the tadpole. Oh, my seed shrimp colony thing. No. But I've got some tiny babies swimming around here. So she's not pregnant yet. She does have the mark, but she's not going to be laying it. She's not going to be having babies anytime soon. Here's one of the little juvies right there. So those girls right here, that girl right there who's extremely tiny is going to give birth soon. She has got eggs. She's got the egg dot. So what is going on in these aquariums real quick for those of you who don't know and who are here. So right now these are feeder goldfish, and actually I'm going to take them out of this tank and I'm going to put them inside the feeder tank. I'm going to keep the tiny little goldfish in here just to kind of add some real color to it, but the other 3 are feeder goldfish. Then I have breeder guppies. There's one of the baby guppies. Look at it. That's a fresh baby right there. That is a fresh hatch, just a couple days old. Well, maybe 3 days old. It's very tiny still. So I've got goldfish in here. I've got 3 neon tetras, better known as blue line tetras, and why am I only seeing 2? Oh, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Those blue line tetras, or neon tetras, whatever you like to call them, are so freaking cool. So I've got about, I'd say 20 feeder guppies in here that I'm breeding right now. I don't have my fancy male in here anymore. Reasons why, look at his tail, the puffer messed him up. I've got the Coreodorus, which is swimming around back there. I have a bristlenose pleco. I have snails. I have some Anubias. I have what I like to call it artichoke plant. I don't know the name of it. I can't remember. And I have the little, I have the big banjo catfish, which is currently buried. And I have, finally but not least, I've got the random frog tadpole over here, which I need to get a little closer to me so I can actually get an accurate look at the legs to see the growth of. So I'm going to grab my little net here. I'm not going to try to catch him. I'm just going to try to scoot him towards me so I can see him a little better. Because I definitely want to keep an eye on the growth. Because I don't want him getting to a point where I haven't paid attention and he gets full-legged, everything else like that, and he needs to come out of the water. So right now, from what I can see, since he's right here, he's just a common frog tadpole. He's not a bullfrog. It'd be cool if he had gills. His legs are coming in. They are prevalent, but they're not easily seen unless you have him out of the water. So yeah, that's what I have in here. I also have a ghost shrimp somewhere in here, and then back here I have the Senegalus tank with 3 Senegalus and some feeder guppies inside of it. I've got feeder guppy tank here in front of me. This is a little mini indoor pond that I haven't added water to in a week, and you can see a little bit of growth on top, which I just mixed that around and fixed. I have my snail hatchery, which, Jesus Christ, look at the snails. Just look at the freaking snails in here, guys. Good Lord. I have not added water. I have not added oxygen to this, which I will be adding oxygen to it anyway. That plant is alive. That is land moss that I've cultured into aquatic moss. You can see older juveniles, and newer juveniles. Let me enable the flash really quickly. Yeah, you can see them there. You can see all of them down here. Still babies hatching. This is like the little grow out tank right here. And then inside of here, I do add oxygen to this every 30 minutes to an hour. When I leave for work, I put the oxygen on. This is the little dwarf puffer, and I had to take him out from everybody because he was being aggressive, and he has killed several fish so far. So I had no choice but to take him out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little 5-gallon tank at some point and put him inside of it. I might actually... Fucking hair on my lens. Come here, bitch. I can't grab it. I actually don't know. I might actually take him back to the store. Just because of the amount of damage that he is doing. So, he's killed a goldfish already. That's a big fish to kill. But, yeah. That's it right here. But I'm going to change the water out. I do have him in the... I do have that stuff that calms fish down in here for him because he does like to spin around and go spaz mode. So I have it in there so he stays calm. It's not a whole lot, just a couple little drops, but I'm going to drop some snails in here for him really quickly. So pretty much all I'm going to do is just drag my finger up the wall of this tank and just drop them in. There's like 10 of them in there now, so he's fixing to flip. And now. You can see them all already moving. You gonna get it? Oh, he missed it. Dude, look how fast these little dudes are. They're freaking fast. And they just don't care. Yep, he got it. Toasted. Look at that. He got that one. Look at that. Oh, that's a little tiny one. He'll eat the whole shell. Yep, gone. He's gonna get that one now. Gone. No, he missed that one. He keeps missing that one. But you gotta feel bad for the snails at the same time. Fish gotta swim. Snails gotta die. You guys gonna go for that one if they're moving around. Look, that thing took off like, no, 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 just close up, dude. You'll survive if you close, and you're done. He's on his back now. That means he is just Armageddon toast. Enable flash. Dude, where the fuck that one come from? He just floating. Pop. Now that is quartz crystal in here with him. It has been cleaned several times and then washed several times in chlorinated water. Yep, whole shell, just toast him. That's so cool. But yeah, guys, so what I'm going to do now is take the oxygen hose. I did have a bubble stone. I broke the bubble stone. I had to go pick up a couple more bubble stones. I have a couple bubble stones, but I can't find my bubble stones, so this is just what I have to do. I'm just going to have to manhandle a new bubble stone. I'm going to show you guys my little fairy shrimp too, by the way. We're going to turn the camera on. They're attracted to light, so it'll be a little easier to show you these guys if they want to cooperate. These are seed shrimp. You can see them just kind of trucking around inside of here. Yeah, there they are. And there's so many of them in here. There's probably a good 100 or so, honestly. You can really see them doing it now. They're eating off that plant bacteria inside of there. Tadpole. And I almost wonder, let me just cover you up really quickly. Huh. I have a bunch of them swimming at the bottom that you're unable to see. And then here is the infusoria, which you can clearly see once this catches itself. Yeah, look at them all. Just billions. And that is what I feed to my little beta fry. Now, is this for salt water? No. No, okay. So all I do is stick it in, and I fill the pipette up. Take out just the top water. I'm going to add in more. I just keep adding in aquarium water. It's already established bacteria-friendly water, so no big deal there. And just fill up the pipette. Now this water is stagnant, so I don't add too much to it. And since I am giving them water change, I'll give them a full tube of this right here. And then all I do is I squirt it around the plants that they're hiding in. Plus, with the plants breaking down like they are, it's going to give the infusoria a place to hide. And it's going to give them stuff to eat off of, breed and thrive in the breeding tank. And shake it up, make sure nobody's stuck to the wall, and we're good to go. Now, I know the beta are eating these because I've watched them eat them. I've dropped them right in front of them. And the secret to doing that is, instead of dropping it in the water, you drop it against the wall. And usually they'll school together around the corners in the wall here. You just gently squeeze it in and go from there. And they'll just see it and pick them off one by one. There's a bunch of seed shrimp swimming around in here. The cyclops. You can actually see right now the betas, the baby betas, are eating, if I can get them on camera right now. Where'd they go? There's one right there. He's just trolling around looking for food, and there was another one up here that did eat. But I can't see him now. He must have took off. Oh, there we go. That was a quick jerk. That little bitty one right there just ate something. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little live stream. I had fun. This bubbler sound is going to piss me off in a second, though. And once again, I knocked over the infusoria culture. I mean, the seed shrimp. And yeah, these guys can live their entire lifespan and breed inside this vial. All I'm going to do every week or so is just take out half the water and put it in there. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, pop off here, get the fish tanks filled up, let them sit for around 30 minutes with the dechlorinator inside of it, and the start right stuff takes the heavy metal and the chlorine and stuff like that out. And, okay, that's close. I'm going to get all the fish tanks filled up tonight since I have plenty of time and I have nothing but time tomorrow. Oh, my nose is so itchy. And I'm gonna get the betas filled up, and I'm not gonna transfer the betas. I thought about doing it, but I don't know. I don't know. I've got another one of these laying around. These little mini pond things that I built. These are from the dollar store. You know, they're cheap as hell. And I thought about making one of those, setting it up. But the thing is, for beta fry, you want them in a big area and they grow faster. And that's what Dexter's World says. What the hell? Oh, that's the light. So I'm going to listen to Dexter's World, and I'm going to take his advice, and I'm going to go big. And I'm actually starting another infusoria culture right here. And this is rotting water. And what I've done is it's cucumbers. And I'm going to dump all the water out, but like maybe 1 to 2 of the pipettes full, and then I'm going to fill the rest of it up with aquarium water and then pour in a starter culture of infusoria, and that should take this off too, and that way if that one ever fails I have a backup. So I'm pretty much culturing everything, hence why the fairy shrimp are in here, the seed shrimp are in here, they're in the vial, they're over there, they're in that container along with the cyclops and things like that. I'm trying to breed guppies for feeders so I don't have to go buy them anymore, and goldfish I'm not going to be breeding those for a while. What is this? Some random chunk of green plant. I'm gonna go back in the tank. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, time to feed the plecos. I'm not gonna feed them these. These suck. They're getting carrot or cucumber. Cucumber. Anyway, guys, I'm off here. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.